What's up, guys? What's going on? We got a Danish gambit. Fully accepted. We're gonna see if he goes for the trap. No, you're not late. Just started. Just started. Okay, so yeah, here's the trap where the threat is knight f6. Check, and after takes, yeah, that's the only good move. So he stopped it. They stopped it. So that was really good. Okay. So I guess I just have to play, because now it doesn't work because the knight can just take it, or the pawn even. So now I guess knight f3 has to be played. Yeah, now c6, that's right. I can go here, but then bishop b4 check looks pretty annoying. I'd have to block with the knight. That doesn't look good for me. So maybe I have to go back to c3? I guess. Yeah, uncle, so if he didn't play knight there, you play knight check, and when the pawn takes, you trade queens, your bishop comes here, and you get this fork on the king and the rook. It's a pretty good trap. I'm gonna castle. I'm just gonna castle. But knight to d7 is like the only good move for black, and it stops the trap. So he either knows this pretty well, or he just was able to see it coming. Maybe queen e2 and bring the rook here. Queen b3 looks like I'm gonna get harassed by the knight. Queen d4 to set up checkmate threats. I don't think that's gonna work. I'll go queen e2. Thanks, Brian. We can swing this here. Could also play h3 to prevent this. Let's go ahead and put the rook over, I guess. And I may play h3 next. Yeah, probably h3 just to stop the bishop from having a good place to go. So maybe knight d4 to try to get rid of this bishop. Also opens up the queen. I don't really see much else. Okay, maybe e5, knight e4 can be a way to get something going here. Gotta watch out for these moves now. Queen g4, starting to set up something. How does black respond to queen g4? Maybe queen here. I don't really want to just trade. So e5 would stop that. It does block the bishop though. Let's try e5 and see if we can get the knight behind. I don't really want to let the queen go to f4 and trade, because I am down a pawn. So trading too much is not really what I want to do. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do, right? Just trade off all the pieces. It's not ideal for me. Knight e4 still looks pretty good. Let's go knight e4. Okay. I would be okay giving that up if I can get an attack on the king. But I don't know if I can. Queen g4. Then he's just going to trade here. So maybe I have to trade first and then queen g4, or play knight here. Try to take the rook out of the picture. I think I'm going to trade and go for an attack here. Try to do something on the king side. Like maybe f4, f5. Get this pawn going. It's a little risky opening this diagonal, but it looks like I can tuck my king on h2 and be fairly safe. So this looks like a good plan. But I also might just react to what they're going to play. Queen d3. So this is a threat, I guess, to win the bishop. Do I have any tactics here? Takes, takes, check, king up. I lose the bishop. I don't have anything because that defends. So maybe I play king h2 to get out of that. Bishop c3, yeah, bishop c3 is okay, but then my knight's stuck defending the bishop, and I want to be able to use my knight, so... Okay, now I have to deal with the bishop anyway. It's annoying because I don't have any immediate threats here. Takes, takes, and I just lose the bishop. Bishop d4, knight here, check, bishop f8. Doesn't work. So it unfortunately looks like I have to play bishop c3 now. He's gonna take the pawn, okay. That might give me enough time to launch an attack here, let's see. I mean, there is this move, but the king could even just move, and I don't know if that's good enough. I think I need to get rid of this knight and then play f6. So let's go for it. This knight is too strong right now. So f5, f6 looks like my only chance to get something happening here. Because eventually I'm just going to lose these pawns, right? I have 3 pawns to none. So I have to make something happen with the king. So this is the moment to try to do that. It's not that easy to stop this threat. I'm not actually sure what move they're gonna play. Okay, so I don't think that changes anything. Wow, what a move. h5, so if I take it, I'm losing my knight. Then I can take here. What if I don't take it? Well, let's try this. I don't know how this is going to work after queen here, but maybe there's something. Yeah, there's a fork here, but then I have this, and I'm winning this back, which is probably winning for me. Okay, so I have to... Queen f8. don't really know what to do. That's my problem. Maybe push this pawn? He's trying to flag me. I can see that. So I have to do something. I don't even know if this works. No, I can't take it, I guess, because of that. I don't have anything here. I don't have anything. It was so close. I don't think I had anything. I think I was just losing there, but let's go see. Yeah, maybe I missed something. Wow. Okay, so here's the accuracy score. Guy played 95.7. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see if we had any chances. Okay, so that's the trap, but he saw it or knew it. Oh wait, castling is the best move? Really? And if captures, I just take and I'm gonna get some counterplay from the open file. Bishop e7. Oh, bishop takes g7. Wow, that's okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that line. All right, gotta remember that next time. c6, I just castle. I mean, it felt like knight c3 didn't do good because it like blocks the bishop. Like, okay. Let's get to that interesting part. Yeah, this move I didn't see at all. h5 was good. That was a strong move. h5, yeah. Okay. Queen e2 is a little better. Yeah, I'm just losing. I'm just totally losing here. Oh. Big blunder. Because he let me take all those pawns. Okay, now it's showing equal. Yeah, okay. Let's see if there's something right here. This maybe was the moment. Nope. There's nothing. It's saying best move is bishop e1, I guess, to come around this way, but it's just dead equal. Yeah, it's a cool move, but if they don't take it, it doesn't do anything. And this pawn's just gonna go get a queen. Yep, so I was just losing. So, okay. All right, so I played a game. Now I'll answer a question. And I'll just alternate back and forth. So we'll play games and then answer questions. So who has a question? I don't know if I see any questions. And when you ask your question, tell me your rating too, so I know where you're coming from. What made you start this channel? You know, after college, I kind of stopped playing chess, and this was like a good opportunity to get back into it. And I enjoyed teaching people, but never really, after college, I just stopped doing it and didn't have any more opportunities. So this was a good way to do that. All right, let's do, I see one more question. 2 more questions. When did you start playing chess? I started when I was 4, but I just played against my dad, and then I played my first tournament when I was 9. That's when I started taking it seriously. Strongest player I've beaten? Oh, there's a couple GMs. The strongest one? Maybe, let me see. Maybe Marco. See if I can find this guy. Yeah, so he's like 2479 FIDE rating. His US rating was like 25 something. I think I beat him in a 30-minute game one time. It's probably my best win. Okay, so I don't see too many other questions, so I'll play another game. If you have any, be thinking of them, and when the game ends, I can do some more. All right. So I need to play faster. I can't fall that much behind in time, because I think I could have held this game at the end if I had more time. They weren't even doing anything, they were just flagging me. So I'll try to play quicker this game so that that doesn't happen. How many matches against Hikaru? Quite a few. Quite a few. He's playing A3. Okay, I'm not gonna overthink this. So it's like some weird Sicilian something, but starting with A3. Okay. I'm just gonna play knight f6 and d5 and just not worry about it. Okay, let's castle. Let's go bishop here. Maybe I'll trade this knight so it doesn't become a liability with some tactics on d5, and then I think we'll play queen. Queen here. I'm gonna try to possibly just trade off this bishop. It's usually a pretty strong bishop for white, so trading it usually is a pretty good idea. Yeah, doesn't want to. Okay, but this is a little bit awkward for white's king, so I'm okay with that. Let's put this rook here. Okay. I'm gonna play b6. I have to watch out for this, but it's okay right now because it's defended. Maybe I can do like knight a5 and c5. Okay, I don't want to give that one up, so I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna trade and then put my pawns on black squares. I can't do it right now, but I can do it a little bit later. So we'll go here. Probably move the king over, maybe play f6. I could even play h6 to chase this away. I don't really know what that bishop's gonna do. Okay, so this is the threat, obviously. Options are move the knight here, but then I'm losing this pawn. So I think I'm gonna play rook here. So everything's defended. I guess there's queen h4 attacking this bishop, but probably can just slide my rook over here. Maybe I can even play f5, f4 and do something here with the king. Doing okay on time. That's good. Not too far behind. This is my like kind of long-term plan. Trade this off and get some activity here. I do have to watch out that this doesn't ever happen and I lose my rook. Like c4 here. So king h8 is probably going to be a useful move. Just to get off this diagonal. Okay, rook d1, I have to watch out for like d4 too, but the thing about d4 is I can't just push past or then I get forked here. So, And if I take rook d6. Kind of want this bishop to go away, and I can do this. Or do I want to just continue with my plan? I don't like how this is pinned also. I can't really move the knight anywhere except here. So maybe I can play this move. Defends the queen. Defends the bishop. Not that I need to, but at least then this knight can move somewhere if I need to. It also gets rid of this problem. So I can just play f5 right away. I'm guessing bishop c1 is the move for this guy. Maybe bishop, yeah, bishop c1. Okay, so d4 is what I'm expecting. So maybe rook here and then f5. Okay, so I solved this problem. This is okay, now the knight can move. And it also kind of prevents d4, because I'll just take it. Okay, so maybe now we can play f5, f4. I'm like paying attention to this threat. Yeah, it could happen after a4, so I gotta watch out for that. Oh, that could be a threat. Takes, and then I'm losing this pawn. I just saw that. So maybe I can't get away with this right now. Let's see. Actually, no, because I have mate. What am I saying? That's fine. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I was thinking this pawn's hanging, but then my queen just goes there, so it's fine. He doesn't want to take that. a4, I wonder if I can just ignore that move. Like, I know this is the threat, but can I play here and just let him do that? Takes. Takes. And then what? How do I follow up? If I did something crazy like rook takes f2. Bishop takes. Queen here. Is that too wild? Yeah, that's too many pieces. Okay, Maybe I just need to move the rook over or something. Okay, I didn't really want to do this, but I'm not seeing it fast enough, so... Yeah, rook g6, I don't know which one's better. I mean, it feels like that's going to be hard to break through there. I feel like this is a better chance, but could be wrong. Maybe I do have to like sacrifice something there. I gotta move faster. I don't want to get on low on time again. I mean, I'm already low on time, but I don't want to lose on time. a5 could be a move I play. King over to get off the diagonal. f4. f4 actually probably looks good now. I don't even think I care about that. Just take it back. I mean, I guess I can do this. But I gotta watch out for some center break here, because if the rooks get into the game, it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much for me. Okay, so he's gonna trade everything. Interesting. Opposite colored bishops. Pretty drawish. It's pretty drawish. Let's see if we can get the rook active somehow. Maybe I bring my king up here and try to like do something with the pawns over here. I don't know. This king's in a little bit of an awkward spot. I didn't go there initially because I was trying to stay off the dark squares, but it looks like I have to. But I think they can just go back and forth. And I gotta find something to do to not get perpetual. Maybe here? And then I can kind of run my king this way, maybe? Oh, that's risky because of F3 though. Yeah. Maybe we play B5. Let's try to get the rook. Let's try to get the rook more active. It's not too active right now. And now I can just win on time. He's thinking too much. He's thinking way too much. Okay, for some reason I thought I could win here. Because I have a mate threat. Don't I? Isn't this checkmate? Yeah, that was fun. I was expecting him to go here, and then I was gonna play rook here, then check, and I can go here, and I have the same mate threat, and I also have an attack on the rook, and I don't see a way. Yeah, I think that was still winning for me. So I don't know, maybe I was just winning here. That's the one downside if you go back there and let me have the bishop, you know. You gotta be careful with the king. Okay. Well, we got back the points we lost in the other game, so. Alright, let's see. Any questions? One question? Mitchell, seems that I play slower than other streamers. Is that because you're streaming and teaching? Yes, it is because I'm streaming and teaching. Yeah, I'm trying to think through my thought process. And I'm just not the greatest at streaming and playing at the same time. So yeah, normal games, I don't think so much. Yeah, mostly it's just from streaming. Let's see. Personal opening repertoire? No, that's kind of too in-depth of a question for right now. I mean, but if you've seen my games, you kind of know mostly what I play. How to stay calm during a game? Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of that comes with practice. I've played a lot of high-pressure games before, so you kind of just learn to, you know, not panic and think and just play the best moves that you can. Can you also live stream on Lichess? Yeah, I don't usually play on Lichess. I can, I just don't play there as often. I have a big gap in my ratings. I'm almost at 1,000 on 10-minute games, but 650 on rapid. I think 10-minute games are rapid, so I'm not sure what that means. I keep wondering on 5-minute games. Oh, you're saying you're lower on blitz ratings. I wouldn't worry about blitz right now. I would focus on the longer games. Longer is better. First, you want to learn all the principles of chess, like get good at spotting tactics, get good at making good decisions, and then once you're like better at that, so higher than 1,000, then you can start worrying about blitz and learning how to do it faster. But you can't play faster if you can't play good moves in the first place. So I would start with just playing better, even if it's longer games, and come back to blitz when you're a little bit higher. Brian, 900 and 1,000 on chess.com. Okay. A lot of games I find I've developed my bishops and knights castled within the first 10 moves. After that, I get stuck and don't really know what to do. Suggestions. Yeah, so there's the one video I made, top 10 middle game plans. If you haven't seen that, watch that. That'll give you a couple of ideas to look out for. The biggest thing is to just try not to make mistakes. If you're at 1,000, you don't have to come up with some elaborate plan. Just play solid moves and wait for your opponent to make a mistake. And I guarantee you, they will make mistakes every game, unless they're cheating, right? People at 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, they make mistakes. So you just focus on not making mistakes. So right around this point in the game, a lot of the stuff that I was thinking about was okay, there's a bishop here, there's a queen here. I have to be careful I don't lose a piece to some tactic. Okay, my king's here, my rook's here. I have to be careful I don't get pinned. Okay, this rook's on a dark square. I have to be careful that this bishop can't do something. I have to be careful that my bishop doesn't get trapped over here and I lose the piece. All these kind of questions, right? And as long as I don't lose to anything like that, I'm kind of just waiting for my opponent to make a mistake. Yeah, I did kind of briefly talk about this plan of playing f4, f5, f4. But then I was I ended up not even doing it right away. I was just kind of reacting to some of this stuff. So I wanted to, protect my queen so I don't have to worry about a pin there. I wanted to get off this diagonal. And then again, I was kind of reacting to some stuff here. Like right here, I didn't want to just lose a rook. And so I put my plan on hold to just get out of that threat, and so that's a huge part of it. I think people are always trying to come up with these great plans. If you're rated 1,000, just try not to make mistakes and you're gonna find you do so much better. And then eventually my opponent was kind of getting okay, I don't know what to do either. So he made a poor choice. Giving up that bishop was not a good choice because this is now good for me, right? But that's kind of the moment I was waiting for, and now, I had this really good thing going. So, kind of just waiting, I think, to answer your question. That was a long answer, but that's kind of what I would say. Yep, you got it. All right, let's play another game. Keep thinking of your questions, and after the next game, we'll do some more. Okay. Baltic Defense. Here we go. I've been having so much fun playing this, by the way. Queen b3. Okay, so usually on queen b3, knight c6 is good. I'm not sure. Normally, knight c3 is played first and then queen b3, but it's probably going to be the same thing. Knight c6 is the way you respond to this. Yeah, and I think I just take this now. Let's see. Oh, there's queen a4. So this is a little bit different. Huh. This is interesting. So normally I would just take this pawn, but there's queen a4 check and I'm losing the knight. So and then the other move that I would play would be knight to b4, but the it's not defended. Interesting. Maybe I misplayed this. Let's see. So I may have made a mistake, but I guess knight a5 is the only thing. And then there's c6 to defend the knight. Bishop d2. Wow, this might be a short game, guys. We have just plundered that. Okay, well, we gotta try 95, I think. I don't see anything else. Yeah, normally you knight c3, e6, and then against queen b3 you play here because you have knight b4 if they if you need this as an option. But I don't have it right now because e6 wasn't played. Queen a4, I have to play c6 to defend it, and then bishop d2. I think I'm just losing like on the spot. I don't even see any moves to play against that. I really don't. Okay, that's a mistake, because now he can't play bishop d2. Oh, I guess there's this. Okay, maybe it's not a mistake, maybe it's not. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I should have slowed down. I knew queen b3 wasn't like normal, and I just assumed knight c6 was the move. That was my mistake. I'm gonna just lose it like immediately. Because if I go here, takes, my bishop's hanging. This is also a threat. What am I even going to play? What am I even going to play? Well. Well. And I can't throw that in because this check is too strong. Can't trade. Okay. Maybe we can take here and try to get a little tricky. I don't think it's going to be good enough, but it might be worth a shot. Should I go for that? Because this just looks really bad for me. Let's go for this. We'll see if we can make something out of nothing here. Looks like a little bit of counterplay. Slide the rook over. There's knight c3 though, that's the problem. He's just gonna play queen d3. I'm gonna play here, knight c3. Maybe I'll play e5. Yeah, I just don't have anything. I'm just going to try to play fast and maybe he makes a blunder or something, I don't know. There's almost a cool move, but it's defended. It doesn't work, but it's already lost, so just kind of playing some random moves. Queen b5, yeah. Oh, it's check too, yeah. I can't believe I messed that up. I usually have pretty good experience with bishop f5. Let's see. I guess knight c6 was the mistake. Yeah. So the line I was thinking of was here, queen b3, and now you play knight c6. And it's so much better for you because this move doesn't even exist. You just take it and you're fine. You have your threats here and everything's good. So is e5 the move? Gotta study this one. Definitely gotta study this one. Yeah, I think this is okay. That was embarrassing. What's up, Yanni? Fantasy football draft? Yeah, there you go. He had me on move 2. Move 3, yeah, it was move 3, but I know what you mean. Oh, man. I'm looking for some questions to answer. What's up, Sai? Hey, Richard. Richard, 15 to 1600. Yeah, 15 to 1600 is right around where it gets pretty hard to keep improving. Because at 15, 1600, most of your opponents aren't going to make obvious mistakes. They're going to be more subtle. And so you have to really pay attention to like every little detail and make the most out of everything. So what would I focus on? I mean, make sure you're doing tactics. You need to be solid at tactics if you want to get past 1600. Make sure you have some basic openings that you're comfortable with. Don't have to overdo it with openings. I don't think that's really where it's going to be at. It's mostly going to be playing consistently for the whole game, I think, is what I found. When I was around 1700, I would play like these 1900s, 2000s, and I realized that I was playing like equal to them the whole game. And then at one moment, I would make some stupid move, and that was it. I just lost. And so what I learned was like, okay, I have to play 100% of the game at a high level, and that's when I started beating those 1900s. So yeah, even like small mistakes, and you're not going to get past 1600 very easily. So best way to train for the quickest improvement? Well, I don't know, because chess is kind of not that easy. So there's not really shortcuts to getting better at chess, unfortunately. You just got to put in the work, and you know, the rating comes after. All right, let's try not to do something dumb in the opening. Okay, we'll go with my 2 knights attack. All right, I have a line that I like to play here. It's actually losing for white, but I'm gonna play it anyway because it's tricky, and it's 10 minutes is short enough game that I can get away with this. He didn't go for it. Usually they play knight c6, I play knight e5, sack the queen, and we get some. I've showed you guys that before. Just bring the bishop back. What if I play queen e2? Looks like a tricky move, because if e6, I could snap that pawn off. Let's do that. Now I'm threatening to take this. I guess knight f6. And then I'll probably just play d4, let the bishop out. I don't think there's any reason to take that. Or to play knight e5 to threaten to take the bishop. What is this guy gonna do? If he takes, I have check. Looks pretty solid. Let's go for 95. Okay, now e6. So I think I might take the bishop pair and see what we can do. I think I might do that. I'm just scanning if there's any other moves that make sense. Let's do it. Let's take that. Let's play d4 and try to open up the position, take advantage of the bishops. So d4, queen b6. Am I worried about queen b6? No, I'll probably just castle. Sacrifice that pawn, to be honest with you. Probably just castle. Let him take that. Okay, he's not going to do that. Bishop e7. All right, let's castle right away. And maybe bishop f4 or bishop g5. Bishop g5, we could play bishop d3 and maybe I can play f4, f5 as an offensive thing here in a little bit. All right, we'll go with bishop g5 because I want to leave this open as an option. I don't like this knight. It doesn't have any good moves. But I don't know if that's going to do much anyway. So black's position is very solid. They don't have a lot of weaknesses. So, okay, well, this is pretty much only move. I don't want my bishop to get like stuck over here behind a bunch of pawns. Here I'm like aiming at the king, so that's why I'm gonna go there. And if b5, I may slide the rook over, and then if b4, I can bring the knight back here. Okay, rook c8. Like, I almost want to just move this knight because it's not doing anything. Like, look at this. It's doing nothing. I kind of want to do that, play c3 to solidify my center here. And then we can maneuver the knight over here, probably. Okay, but if I go there, there's queen b6. It's not a big deal. I could still play c3. Let's do it. Let's do it. So what I'm doing now is like trying to reposition my pieces that aren't very effective. This is pretty good. This is a good spot for the bishop. This is okay for this bishop. I mean, it's either here or here, right? And I chose this one. My knight is doing nothing because of the way the pawns are structured. My knight just couldn't go anywhere. So I'm trying to fix that. At the same time, a good way to defend this bishop. Yeah, now I'll play c3. So this is defended. This is defended. My bishop's going to be hard for... It's hard for any knights to attack it now because I've got all the squares covered with my pawns. So now, queen a5, I don't know what that does. I don't think it does anything. He might try to do a minority attack, which is pushing these pawns, but that's pretty slow. So I'm going to continue with my plan. Of relocating my knight over here. And I may actually even just trade this off for one of his knights because maybe that helps me break through and attack the king over here. So knight g4 takes. Looks like it sets up my queen in a nice spot. Now I don't have to play that right away. I could play like f4, f5 first. Which actually looks pretty good too. I'm worried about this move though. They don't really want to give up this bishop. So maybe I will go here just so that this doesn't happen. And we'll follow up with maybe with f4 later, or maybe just bring this rook over at some point. Right now this pawn will be hanging, but my pieces are kind of set up for an attack on the king. So I think that's what we need to do. Okay, so he goes for the trade. All right, this looks dangerous for black. This looks very dangerous. I just got to get a rook in there. f4, rook f3 over here. Alternatively, I can do this. No, it's not going to be that easy because this knight can go to f8 and f6. Okay. So we've got this idea. Like I said, we also have f4, f5, or maybe just f4, rook f3. I mean, I guess I will play a3 because it kind of slows down. I gotta watch out for knight e4 though. No, knight e4 is not an option because the queen's hanging. All right, we'll play a3. This just like, you know, now I can move this rook over. That's all I'm doing there. And then once I get this over here, then I'm kind of set up for f4. I'm going to have both rooks really nicely positioned. There is queen h4, g4, g5, but I don't know how I feel about that. It's slow. It's 1, 2, 3 moves. Yeah, so here's a minority attack, but it's going to take a while. So I'm going to go over here. Minority attack, he's got to play queen b6 or queen a4, and then a5 here. I take, and eventually they're going to get pressure on the c3 pawn. That's how minority attack works, but I'm going to try to do something over here in the meantime. So, okay, we have to move the queen. Let's go back to h4 because I don't know where else. I could go to g3. Nah, I think h4 looks good. Now, maybe f4 or rook e3 next. Okay, so, you know, again, this is going to take a little while, so I've got some time. I want to watch out for this. f4 would completely prevent that. Let's play f4. So I'm trying to stop black's counterplay, and also at the same time, my rooks are ready to go. Come up here, and might be in good shape. Even g4, g5 actually now looks pretty good too. Because once I kick that knight away, guess what? We're coming in. Yeah, he's doing a minority attack, but it's so slow. So maybe g4? Or just bring the rook up and over. Looks too easy to defend though, right? Just slide the king over, and then what am I going to do? This does not look easy to defend. So that's why I'm choosing this over the rook lift. I don't see an easy way for black to stop this. And my king is fine, right? Everything's kind of blocked off here, so like the queen can't really come in. Wow. So he's basically saying position was so bad, he's just going to give me a pawn. Okay. It's probably a smart choice, honestly, on his part. I mean, what else was he going to do? So I will take it. And now my plan kind of changes to now I can trade pieces and win an endgame of a pawn. But at the same time, I'm still going to play this because why not? I mean, he's still doing the same thing. I still want to go for the king. Now, I don't have the same threat that I had before, but I have rooks that can do some stuff now. So let's go this way. Now I can do like this to get the threat. This is the problem with minority attack. It just takes so long. Okay, so I think I want to go here and here. That's what I think. Question is there a way for, can he escape? Could just take this back because he can't take it, or then this falls. Or I could just go for this immediately. King here. I mean, it's gotta be, there's gotta be something, right? What about g6? G6. If the pawn moves, check, king, check, or king here, trade and take this is probably winning. Or we just take it right away, then the rook can come down. I have to be a little careful. I think I like this move because that's a big threat. If rook here, then that's mate. So if takes, oh, what if takes? Check, king there, check. We can win the queen, but then we're losing queen. Oh, okay. No, but the king has to come up, so... I mean, can I just play it slow and just take this? That's the other thing. Okay. Maybe I can. I mean... I didn't really want to do this, but my fear was that he was just going to take this and then survive and then get a queen. This way, I still have all my threats and I don't have to worry about any shenanigans. Could have been wrong, because there might have been some stockfish move for mate or something, but I didn't see it. So since I didn't see it, I went with this. Although g6 did look pretty cool. But we're gonna do that next. I think. Yeah, okay, so we got to be a little bit careful, but everything's defended at the moment, and black has no good checks. So that makes me feel pretty comfortable to play this move. See, this is the only check with the queen that makes sense, but then it just gets captured. So there's no good checks. Now I have to watch out for mate here. Like, this is mate. But I'm not gonna let, all right, we're gonna do it now. We come in here. We have to, right? Yeah, this is, I mean, this has gotta be, 100% has to be winning somehow. Now I could trade and push the pawn. I have 45 seconds. Why would I trade queens when I'm gonna like mate him? So let's not do that. Let's not trade queens. Let's go for checkmate. 36 seconds. You have to watch out for checkmate here. Yes, there's the threat. But I'm gonna keep him in check, so I don't have to worry about that. Uh-huh. I want to use this rook. Yes. Okay, so now I have to deal with the mate. I could pin the queen. I gotta move, unfortunately. I have 11 seconds, so I'm just gonna run out of time. No. And I gave him a draw. Oh, he doesn't want to draw. He wants to beat me. He wants to beat me. Maybe I should have just traded the queen. What a sad game to lose. And that is how you lose a one game. Okay. I feel like we played so well and then just didn't move fast enough. Just so sad. Look at that bar. You guys can't see the bar. Here you go. Do this. Oh, rook there was the best move? How about that? Okay. G6 was a mistake? I'm sorry. What? Queen G6 is the best move? What is that? Wow. The point is that it lets the rook come down and keeps the pressure on here with the queen and the rook. Wow. Okay. I didn't see that. Alright. Still, this is very good for me. Queen takes f6 was the best move. What did I do wrong here? Queen g3. Yeah, so I just took too much time. I tried to play queen g3 to defend the threat, and then this pawn was gonna win it for me. I just pushed the pawn. What's he gonna do? He can't even do anything. Yeah, well, that's time pressure for you. Favorite chess team? I like the Steelers, but I don't really keep up with it anymore. I used to back in the day. I can't believe we lost that. Oh, man. That's what you call a swindle. I got swindled. Guess we're not making 2150 at this rate. You'd be so tilted losing again. Don't worry, I am. On the inside, I'm quite tilted. I am quite tilted. Like, losing that game is much more painful than losing the other one when I was just played bad right out of the beginning, right? This one I played good the whole game. Yeah. I thought about knocking over all those pieces behind me, but I guess I won't do that. Okay, so I have the same problem every game. Oh, I don't know this line. I don't think it makes... Does it make sense to take? You can't really win a pawn. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna castle. It looks like you can win a pawn, but what is this? I'm gonna play c3, try to break open the center. And I'm gonna stop thinking too much. Since it seems like I lose on time like every other game. Okay, can we play d4 now? Looks like it. This is such a weird opening. Like, I don't know if this guy knows this line or what, but this is so weird. So I'm gonna get this, but then I'm gonna get like epically attacked if I do that. So I'm debating. I mean, I'm debating just playing something like g3 or h3. The bishop can drop back here, which threatens to win the queen. What do I even play against that? It looks really bad. I don't think I can get away with that, guys. I don't think we can. I think we gotta play a move like h3. See, if I take, then there's check, then the rook comes over, and then the bishop comes back here, and it's like, it's just not good. Okay, let's develop. This looks pretty good. Getting control of that. This is weak pawn. Why don't I play with increment? It's just out of habit. I'm pretty good without increment when I'm not streaming, but what? This guy's giving me the knight for free? What am I missing? What am I missing here? Okay, I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, was that a legit sacrifice? Are you gonna tell me he just decided to sacrifice the knight? No, there's no way that's real. There's no way that's real. Let's see here, check there. Takes is fine. I don't know. I think we just won. That's what I think. Trade the queens and GG. As long as we don't hang mate in one. Let's do this. Okay, so 3-6, 3-4-5. So it's a piece for a pawn. I mean, there should be no way that we lose this game. So let's trade queens. I don't want to give up another pawn though, so I will play here. I'm gonna go here, play a4. This will be defended till my rook can come over here. Try to trade all three of these pawns. Okay, I guess that works. The other reason I'm playing 10-minute games is because I'm trying to get to 2150 and I can play more games and I only have limited time. So to make the most of my time. I can play more games this way. This would force the queen to take. Do I like that? Do I like that? Or I could play knight to b6 and get the bishop. That looks like a pretty good plan here. Take and force the bishop trade most likely. Let's do that. Okay, so we got rid of that light squared bishop. That's kind of a small victory, I would say. Yeah, I would say that. I'm not sure where to put this bishop. The issue with d6 is that if he ever can play e4, then e5 is a fork. So I gotta be a little more careful about that. It is a more aggressive diagonal though. Well, since I have that covered right now, I'll just go here, but I do have to watch out for this trick. All right, let's castle. I'm envisioning maybe putting my bishop there and playing f5. Yeah, we might go for this battery. It's kind of a simple threat, but it's still a threat. You can play here. Sorry, play here and trade this. I can play e5. Okay. That's makes this bishop not great. And then I have a backward pawn. Whoa. Whoa, guys. You see that? Simple threat it might be, but okay. I guess e5 actually can... Thought I just won the game, but there is e5. There is e5. I'm still gonna do it. It's still a good position for me. It's still good for me. Because this pawn is a huge target. I'm gonna double up my rooks here. Bishop here. Yeah. I still like this. I still like this. Let's just start piling up, I guess. We got this. Maybe I can... Do I want to play b5? Or not? b5 or not? Let's just not for now. Let's just go here, play rook here. And this is going to be how I try to win the game. Just win the pawn and win the game. Okay, well now I have to play a5. But this is good. I mean, now I have another target. I have 2 targets now. Someone said play f6. No, f6 I don't think is good because, I mean, first of all, I can just play f4 if they want, and that doesn't do anything for me. Second of all, then this becomes a liability, this pawn, if I play f6. Okay, what is happening here? This? Just take it? Takes. I don't really want to let white have counterplay here, so maybe I play rook here. Takes. This is defended, and I still have all my targets. And I want to play like h6 or g6, so I don't get back rank mated later. Okay, well now we can just take this. Takes, yeah. I believe. Again, I don't want to let the rook in, so I'll do this. I just have to be careful that white doesn't get a rook down here somehow. Oh, that's an interesting move. Two rooks for a queen. Or just trade. rooks is tempting, but I don't think I need to make it that complicated. Let's just trade queens. And then maybe rook d5, or here takes rook c1 is what I'm afraid of. So that's why I think rook d5 is what I need to play. I don't know if this is enough to win. That's the problem. If I doubled up, they would just take it, play rook c1. Okay, so do I want the 2 pawns? Or do I want to go for this chain here? Let's do this so everything's nice and defended. And now we can get our king involved. Let's try to activate the rook too. This is the threat here. Maybe I'll play h5. No, okay. Alright, let's go attack some stuff. Just not mate. Right. Okay, so I guess h6 has to be played. He's gonna go check and go here. I can almost guarantee that. Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and take the pawn. And do I want to cut the king off here? Or do I want to try to go grab another pawn here? Because I could potentially win both of these pawns. Like if I go here and he goes there, I can take both of these. Then I'm up at full 2 pawns, but this is good too. Keeping the king here is good too. I think I have to get rid of this though. If I go there, what about f4 takes? Let's try this. I don't know how this is actually going to turn out because what he can do is play f4 and then I'm losing this pawn and I'm not actually getting 2 pawns. Or even rook e7. This is not so simple. Yeah, it's not so easy actually. Okay, well let's take that. Because now my king can come out. I have check in here. And then I can get the rook behind this. Okay, that looks cool. Let's do that. Trading is no good for him, I don't think. Because then I have 2 pawns. I'll have 2 passed pawns. So here, the point is kick the rook off of this so I can go there. Remember, rook's behind passed pawns. Then we can easily push this guy. My king can stop this pawn, and he's gonna have 2 problems. He's gonna have this pawn and this pawn to worry about. So I think this should be a win. Oh, that's a sneaky move. Because if I take it, I'm losing. Wow. I guess we gotta push this, but I'm losing this pawn. I can't help that. See, if I take it, I'm out of this box. right? My king can't come in, so I won't catch the pawn. And if I try to go catch it now, then I lose my rook. So I'm kind of stuck there. So only move, push this. What? This guy's finding some really nice moves, by the way. Maybe I'm just terrible at endgames, but I don't know. Can he just push it? Oh my. Wow. Wow. Man, I can't believe this game. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and try to make a fortress, but I don't think we can hold this position. I don't even know what to do. Man. I didn't even think about e7 until it was too late. $94, $87. If you care. Let's see What did we do wrong in that end game? This was such a weird move. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I totally thought the game was just over. It was such a weird move. Like, why would you play that? If you're gonna play e5 to block this, you would just do it now. At least I would. That's just really weird. Play queen e3, and then after the bishop takes, then you play e5? I'm like, okay, whatever. Best move was to take, actually. So, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Rook d5. Rook takes e5 or c5. Rook takes e5. Queen takes c6. It says I'm just way better here. Rook g5 check. King f1. And rook b8. Yeah, I guess because I had outposts for the rooks to be defended. Should have probably went for the 2 rooks against the queen. Okay. But this... Yeah, so this was not a good move because, like I said, takes, and then, yeah, rook c1. Now it's like equal, roughly equal. So, rook d5 was good. And then I just totally threw the game here. Yes, h5. If I play h5, it doesn't let whatever happen. So like by letting that pawn get so far advanced, now I can't play g6 because of this move. So I had to play h6, but then it allows the rook to come in just like it did and win this pawn. Unless I go back, then it's just a perpetual. So then once this pawn falls, and you know what happened in the game with that. Yeah. And then I just messed up everything. Yeah. Totally missed this move. I thought the only reason I played here was to force the rook off this rank, because I wanted to go here. Push this. Just shows you how like tricky rook endings can be. He was like down several pawns for most of this endgame, right? And then found this nice little trick. And I'm just lost now, just like that. There's nothing to do here. Yeah, I mean a3, but that's still losing for me. Okay. Zugzwang, yeah, it was Zugzwang. Hat 1500 and tempting to play over the board turn. He's nice. Yeah, keep at it, man. Solitude. If you only have 1 to 2 hours in a day, you're 1,000 now. I would probably spend like half of that time doing tactics, and then the other half playing games and going over your games to see where you make blunders and mistakes and just try to eliminate those from your game. That's what I would do every hour. I'd just throw into that. Okay, we're not doing well with rapid, so Maybe I'll try to get 2,500 in bullet. Pretty close. I think we can maybe do it. Let's see. I know this isn't super, like, not great for learning, but I just want to take a little break. I'm not feeling great with the rapid right now. So, let's see if we can get 2,500. This is weird. I usually don't have to wait this long for a bullet game. I guess everybody is taking a break for the holiday or something. How to punish opening mistakes of opponents. I'm strong at the middle and end games, but 60% of my opponents trick me in the opening. I mean, you got to just learn some more theory, I guess, and spend some time learning some of the lines that you're getting tricked on. Oh, I just got mated. Usually when I play bullet, it takes like a couple of games to like get in the zone, so I'm not really surprised that I lost that. But I don't know why it's taking so long. This is weird. kind of surprised that we're playing this, but it's possible that I lose. Okay, not anymore. Just blundered a piece, but he didn't see it. That's good. No. Too slow. Let's do it. Let's sack the queen. Let's go. Let's go. I guess I was hoping there was a mate here. I was hoping. I'm not seeing one. Come on. Come on, man. This doesn't look great for me, but yeah. Huh. Of course. I don't think I'm supposed to give up that pawn, but should be okay. Should be okay. Oh, are you kidding me? That was sneaky. That was very sneaky. Sneaky little trick there. Man, this is not going to end well for me. Ay, 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 ay. And there's, well, there was a mate. Wow. Not a good sign when it takes 3 seconds to play d4. Oh, man. Okay. Oh. Come on. We're getting close. 2,500 is getting close. Ooh, well, that's a sneaky move. Okay. Okay, okay. Whew, I almost threw that one. All right, this is it, guys. This is 2,500. Here we go. Oh, we're just hanging everything. Okay. Okay. We accomplished something tonight. Oh. Alright, that seems like a good place to stop. Is Fundamental Chess Endings a valuable book to buy? I haven't read that one, so I don't know. The ending book that I have is Winning Chess Endings. That has like pretty much everything for most people to get started with. But if you're looking for more advanced, then that might be a good one. I don't know. Any last questions before I call it a night? I may just quit Bullet forever now that we hit 2,500. That's pretty much my peak. I think I hit what's my highest? Yeah, 25, 26 Oh, I don't know if you can even see that. 25, 26. Somehow. I have to be in the zone. If I'm in the zone, I can play at 2500. But if I'm just kind of like having a regular day, I'm not that good. I gotta really be feeling it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Do you use fried liver? Yeah, I have in the past if people play it against me. How often do I stream? Usually just on Wednesday nights. Tonight is an exception just because of the holiday. Your background songs doesn't let us be bored. Good. Nice. Stafford Gambit for Bullet? Yeah. Bullet, you can pretty much play any opening. Like literally any opening is fine if you're comfortable with it. How do you get a title? You have to get to 2200 rating. FCO, yeah, I like FCO. I have FCO. I think it's good. It's like good for a very kind of basic idea over each opening. Just the main lines to kind of get you started. And then if you want like real in-depth stuff, you got to go look elsewhere. But for most people, it's pretty good. Key tips to win in Bullet. Bullet. You gotta not blunder. So you gotta basically like force yourself to slow down enough that you play good moves, but also you can't lose on time. So it's a balance. I think you have to have pretty good instinct to be really good at Bullet, or just be able to calculate like really fast. I'm not the fastest. I'm kind of on the slower side, so I have to use my instinct a lot of the time and hope that I'm right. Is Rui Lopez bad? No, Rui Lopez isn't bad. It's just an opening. I mean, I don't usually play it, but it's definitely playable. Alright guys, I will catch you next time. Jacob, my name's Nelson. It says it on the title there in my face cam. Alright guys, have a good night. Have a good holiday tomorrow if you have off. I have off work, so that's exciting. Yeah, take it easy.